Hi, welcome to IAS with Santosh. I'm Santosh Pandey, and in this video I'm going to answer a very important question which is there in the minds of most of the UPSC 2023 aspirant, and that question is, can I crack the UPSC prelims examination in the next 50 days? And guys, I'm going to answer this using my true story, my true experience. I'm going to share this. So guys, I'm going to share my fifth attempt story and my sixth attempt story. Guys, my fifth attempt was one of the most important attempt which I gave. It was my best attempt, because from the very beginning of that year I had made a concrete plan that I am going to revise all my NCERT books and I am going to read all the standard books again, because that year I had to get a very good rank, that because I had already cracked all the four times I had cracked the prelims examination, and I had cracked the two mains examination before that, in my before my fifth attempt. So I was very much I was very much motivated that this year I am going to get a rank. So I prepared everything, all the NCERT books, all the standard books, and I made daily, I used to devote 2 hours in my current affairs. Daily 2 hours I used to devote. I used to make my own notes, because I was very confident that this year I have to get a rank. Somehow I have to get a rank. So obviously my preparation for the prelims was one of the best preparation, because that year I even not took 1 day break in my newspapers. And the result is in front of you to see. That year I scored 144.66 in my prelims marks. You can see here, prelims 2016. And why did I score this much? Because that year I read newspapers daily, made my own notes. Obviously this took time, 2 hours daily. Then I revised all NCERTs, all standard books. I solved the PYQs and I took mock tests also. And the result is in front of you. You can see here 144.66. So that is one thing I can tell you, that anyone who reads newspapers daily, anyone who revises all the NCERTs and all the standard books, solves PYQs and take up sufficient number of mock test series, he will definitely crack the prelims examination if he is doing for 1 year. But the bigger question is, can you crack this in 50 days also? So guys, what happened that year? After my prelims, I really worked hard for my mains also. I did very well in the mains. I cracked the mains again, and I was very confident that this year I am going to get a top rank. So I used to just read the editorial page and I used to focus more on my DAF preparation. So after my, let me just tell you, after my, one second. After my mains examination, so mains examination happened somewhere in October, November. I did not read, let me just tell you, I did not read, newspapers. I will just show you. I did not read newspaper. I did not read any NCERT. Because I thought that fifth attempt is my last attempt. I did not read any standard book. Did not touch also. I'm just telling you honestly, did not touch also for my next attempt, because I was confident that 2016 I am going to get a top rank. I was confident. Because you see, in prelims also I scored very well, in mains also I did very well. So I was very confident that इस बार तो मेरा rank आना ही आना है. But unfortunately I could not see my name in the top ranks, and I had to again give 2017 attempt. And for 2017 attempt I was literally unprepared. The results came out just, I think, 20 days before the prelims examination. I had literally only 20 days to prepare for the prelims. Literally 20 days. And what was my situation? My situation was, I had not read a single day newspaper properly that year for my prelims examination. I had not even prepared a single notes for my prelims examination. I had not even touched the NCERT books in the last 7 months. I had not even touched any standard books for the last 7 months. I was scared like hell. But I had a pressure from my family that you have to write this year only, whatever happens, we will see. Anyways, you have already, okay, thinking of applying for my state PCS, because there was a lot of pressure from my home that I should take my state PCS job. So, okay, state PCS attempt. Okay, so I called one of my friend who was also from my own state also, and he was preparing for UPSC, and his attempts were over. And he was now preparing for his state PCS. Okay. So he called me, and I called him, and he just told me, okay, just you write the attempt, because anyways state PCS you will write, you will definitely get into state PCS very top rank, you will definitely get. So don't worry, go fearless, just you write. Okay. But then also guys, just by getting these kinds of words, nothing is going to change. I had not read anything. So what did I do? So in the next 20 days, what did I do? I'll just share you. Okay, so what did I do? I got some, okay, I got some, what to say, current affairs magazines, and I prepared a list of, okay, I prepared a list of important topics, Okay, I prepared a list of important topics. From where did I get this? So I went through the current affairs of 1 year, okay, through various magazines, and I analyzed the PYQ, and I analyzed the last 3-4 years PYQ, and I prepared a list of important topics. And guys, I only read those important topics in the next 20 days. Just these important topics in the next 20 days. And how did I get those topics? I analyzed current affairs, okay, from some magazine, and the PYQs I analyzed, and I prepared my list of, okay, important topics, and I just read those important topics in the next 20 days. Okay, obviously from NCERT, because UPSC generally don't ask directly current affairs. They take the topic from current affairs and they ask the static part of it. So I prepared them from standard books, I prepared them from NCERTs, okay, but in only 20 days, and I only focused on important topics. Okay, but still I was very unconfident because I had not practiced much, okay, because there was no time to practice any mock. That year I did not take any mock. And that year I did not solve any question at all. Okay, honestly telling you, because I had only 20 days. So either I could prepare, either I could practice. I could do only one thing. So I thought that practice, okay, anyways I had mastered the art of elimination. Okay, in my previous attempt you can see 144, 145, previous also I had got 128. Okay, so I had mastered this art of eliminating. So I knew that my eliminating skills are very high. Okay, but I had to cover the syllabus. So how to cover the syllabus in just 20 days? UPSC syllabus is very vast. So what did I do? I prepared a list of important topics, because every year I used to predict some topics and those topics used to come in the exam. So I thought that year, why don't I sit and I make a list of some 200 topics or 300 topics, and why don't in next 20 days I should only focus on those important topics. So I sat with current affairs of last 1 year, and I sat with the PYQs also and the standard books, and I started making a list of important topics and started revising them from the only I read those important topics. And guys, you will be surprised to see my result. You can see here how much I scored by just 20 days hard work. 139. And that year paper was very tough. You can go and cross check that year 2017. You can go and cross check and see the marks of the toppers also of that year. This is a very high score. 2016 paper was relatively easy, but 2017 paper was not very easy. To score 139 in that paper was really very challenging. And if you include my status, if you include my effort, okay, my effort was only 20 days. 20 to 25 days was my effort. And result was 139. This was in 2017. In 2016, my effort was what? 365 days. And marks was 145, around 145, okay, which was an easy paper. This was a difficult paper. This clearly means what? That in UPSC, the number of days do not matter. The amount of effort also matters, but does not matter too much. Otherwise, how can in 2016, with 365 days of hard work, I scored 145, and in 2017 with only 20 days of hard work I scored 139 in a difficult paper. It cannot be possible. So I concluded, that year I concluded, this means what? Okay, if your basics are clear, if you have read the NCERTs once, if you have read the standard book once, then if in the last 30 days, 40 days, if you can focus on important topics, if you can focus on topics which are very expected to come in the examination, and if you prepare those topics holistically, and if you have the optional elimination skills, then no one can stop you from cracking prelims even in just 30-40 days also. No one can stop you. Okay, so that is what I experienced myself. This I have experienced myself. I'm sharing my own story. And still that one of my friend who like gave me the motivation, that you can crack it, just go, because you have cracked 5 times, this year also you will crack, without studying only you will crack. He was just saying to motivate me, but reality we know, UPSC, you cannot crack the prelims examination without studying. But I cannot study everything in the next 20 days. So what did I do? I prepared a list of topics. So anyone who is in doubt that only 50 days are remaining, can I crack the prelims examination? Let me tell you, yes, you can crack. If you want to, you can crack. What you need is, you need a list of important topics. You list of important topics and you need optional elimination techniques. If you have the list of important topics and if you have the optional elimination trick, if you mix these two, no one can stop you from cracking the prelims. And you can see here, 20 days, 139, 365 days, 144, 145. What do you want? This is better. This is better. This is what is called optimizing. This is called optimizing your effort. So after that, every year I started for my students, for my because many people follow me on social media, Quora and all, I started publishing hit list topics. Hit list topics are important topics which I predict every year. Hit list topic. And for the last 3 years, at least 60 to 70 questions are coming from this hit list. At least 60 to 70 questions are coming from this hit list. And if anyone is in doubt that will I be able to crack in the next 50 days, just you focus on this hit list topic. Focus on this hit list topic, and if you attempt the questions which I am preparing on this hit list topic, which is the Optima test, if you prepare this Optima test, if you practice this Optima test along with my optional elimination trick, guys, you can also score like this. You can also score like this in just 50 days. 365 days, obviously you can. I told you my own experience. If you work for throughout year, you make your own notes, newspaper reading, you read the NCERTs, you read the standard books, all books, obviously you are going to crack. There is no brainer. That is no brainer. Everyone knows that. But can you do it in the next 30-40 days? Yes, you can do it. And I am saying from my own experience, you can see this 139, and I just had 20 days. I can give you the number of my friend who is a DSP, and he will tell you that he was not even prepared a single word, and in just 20 days he scored the highest marks. Just 20 days. But for that you need what? You need a very solid foundation. Your books, standard books, must be mastered. I had mastered that in my 5 previous attempts which I had cracked, and mastered the standard books. But still I am telling you, if you focus on those important topics, still you can crack the prelims examination. So guys, anyone now in doubt, share this video with him. And जब भी आपको कभी स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं, मेनी टाइम स्टूडेंट कम, अरे यार क्या मेरा निकलेगा 30 डेज में, क्या मैं निकाल सकता हूँ, उसको ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए आप और बताइए कि एक बंदा था जिसने 20 दिन में प्रीलिम्स निकाला, और सिर्फ निकाला ही नहीं, उसने हाईएस्ट स्कोर लेके आया। और हम जब वो ला सकता है तो हम भी ला सकते हैं, जब वो ला सकता है तो हम भी ला सकते हैं। और अपना एफर्ट डालिए, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, आपको पक्का आपका निकलेगा, बट आपकी इच्छा होनी चाहिए। वेयर देयर इज अ विल देयर इज अ वे, वेयर देयर इज अ विल देयर इज अ वे। सो गाइज, प्लीज share this video with your friends and do like and comment if you like this approach. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.